New York is not only a financial and cultural center of the world but also a city with a unique architectural history. Its buildings reflect changes in society, technology, and lifestyle over the centuries. Today, we'll talk about how New York's architecture has evolved from its founding to the modern skyscrapers of today. New York was founded in 1624 by the Dutch and was initially called New Amsterdam. At this time, the city's architecture was modest. The buildings were mostly made of wood and were small in size. The first buildings in the city were designed for defense and trade, such as the fort that later became part of Manhattan. After the city came under British control in 1664, architecture began to develop. By the 18th century, the first stone buildings appeared, and the city became an important trade center. One of these buildings is the Old City Hall, built in 1700. From the late 19th century, New York became a center of industrialization. During this time, the first skyscrapers appeared, such as the Tramway Building, which became a symbol of urban modernization. In 1857, one of the first high-rise buildings, the Times Building, was constructed, marking an important step in the city's growth. The industrial boom sparked the construction of taller buildings. The streets of the city began to fill with stone and iron structures, and the first major skyscrapers, like the Metropolitan Building, symbolized the city's ambitious plans. The 20th century was a time when New York's architecture reached new heights. It was the era of the construction of famous Art Deco skyscrapers. One of the most iconic examples is the Empire State Building, completed in 1931, which remained the tallest building in the world for many years. Another notable example of early 20th century architecture is the Chrysler Building, built in 1930. With its elegant details and unique design, it became one of the most beautiful buildings in the world. Since the 21st century, New York has continued to impress the world with its architecture. In recent decades, not only new skyscrapers have been built, but many innovative structures have also been developed. One of the most significant projects was the One World Trade Center, built on the site of the destroyed World Trade Center towers. This building symbolizes the city's rebirth and its aspirations for the future. In addition, New York is actively building multifunctional buildings like the Brooklyn Bridge and the Metropolitan Museum, which blend both modern and classical architectural elements. The history of New York's architecture is a reflection of the city's evolution, its cultural and economic changes. Every new project and building not only serves a functional purpose but also becomes an important symbol of its time. This city, with its unique buildings and innovative solutions, continues to inspire architects and residents around the world.